What is up, guys? Your boy Rem here today with another deck tag, another deck analysis and gameplay of it. Before we're gonna do that, don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more decks. So this is Stefan Ivanov, North America International Championships winning deck, and oh boy, like it's 36 Celsius. I'm fighting the heat for you guys. So we're gonna go card by card because there are some cards that are, typical for the Zoroark deck currently, and there are some cards that were really nice tech cards and that they're worth mentioning. So first things first that it's worth mentioning in this deck is Naganadel-GX, and you can say like, wait, but Raven, you don't play any psychic energy in that deck. Well, you're correct, but we use it just for the Stinger GX, right? So we want to use that GX on our opponent, right, which says Stinger GX, both players shuffle their prize cards into their decks, then each player puts the top 3 cards of their deck face down. So you basically you lower down the amount of prize card, or you can increase it if your opponent has like one. Definitely it is a nice situational card. Alright, so let's go card by card because this deck is really interesting and I'm gonna play the deck. So first we start with Ditto. Ditto goes really well with almost everything here, so it's quite nice. Then we got a Meow and Persian-GX, of course, for the catwalk. So after GX gets knocked out, you get to choose or pick two cards from your deck and put them into your hand. Also, Vengeance is really nice attack if you're discarding a lot of Pokemon. That's why we play a lot of Pokemon, because you want to have them in a discard pile. So it's 20 for each of them. Then we have a line of 4 Zoruas, 4 Zoroarks. Of course, the deck that performs well, it's one of the best decks right now, so why not the best cards right now, so why not include it, right? Why not 4? And then we got the Dedenne-GX, more discarding. We got Giratina, the card that can come back, and we use it only for the ability, right? So we want her to come back. Then we have a really nice Marshadow, but not a Let Loose, but Resting Hole. Then we have Mew that prevents bench sniping. Again, Poipole Naganadel-GX, 2 Tapu Lele-s, 1 Alolan Muk, and Alolan Muk goes with Ditto. And we got Seel and Dewgong, line of 2-2. Why we have so much Pokemons? That's a great question, and the answer is just to counter almost everything we can. Right, this deck has the answers to 99.9% of the meta. The only thing that it does not have a really nice answer to is kind of like electric type, but still it doesn't need it. It's so consistent that you are going to win against Pikarom or any other deck with it, right? Right, so let's go down to the trainer cards, and they're also consistent. We got 1 Field Blower, 4 Nest Balls, 1 Pal Pad, 4 Pokémon Communications, 2 Rescue Stretchers, 3 Ultra Balls, 1 Acerola, 3 Guzmas, 2 Judges, 4 Lilies. Again, look at this, another deck without a Cynthia, right? We had the second place North American Championship deck, no Cynthia at all, and here again, no Cynthia. 1 Tate Liza, that is a tech card that, you know me, I always put that card. I always put that 1 Tate Liza in almost every deck that I have. And bam, look at that, Stefan Ivanov. You're welcome, dude. You're welcome. Of course, that's a joke, because again, like he's the champion. But I can say I was putting that before it was cool. And we got 2 choice bands. On top of that, we have 4 TCE and 4 DCE. That is it, right? That is it. That put a smile on my face. That is it. That's the whole deck. So let's take the deck on a spin. The deck is down there below. You can just copy and paste. And also down there below, you have a nice 5% discount on any code you would purchase on Professor Oak. And the codes are as cheap as on eBay. And with my code, even cheaper. So why not use it, right? And there's a truck just going in reverse. That's kind of annoying. Sorry. Thank you. Okay, they heard me. So let's go game number 1. Do you want to go first or do you want to go second? You want to go first with this deck. Always, you want to go first with decks that are stage 1s, because you want to evolve first, right? You want to be the one that can evolve. Of course, this is sometimes problematic depending on the matchup, because you might, play against decks that, well, during turn 2, they'll basically start attacking. And they'll attack big times, like, for example, Pikarom. And I think, you know, the Picrom might have won. If not the Break, Picrom would win. But would you like to go first? Yes. But let's go. And also Tate Liza, right? Not only a way to switch Pokemons, but also refresh your hand. A really great versatile card. I like that. I like that card. You know me. Ooh, and we start. Like, that's also kind of a bit of a problem with this deck that I have, is that we got so many Pokemons, right? That you sometimes start with something you don't want to start with, but it's okay. What kind of surprised me is not including Wobbuffet, but it performed, you know, pretty well. So he did not need it any Wobbuffets. Of course, this is a deck that feels best in best of 3 games, right? So here online, it might struggle against certain decks that are, you know, based around best of 1. Or, of course, I'm going to record the video, I'm going to lose, and then, you know, during the stream, I'm going to win every single game. That was yesterday with Picrom, where we've won almost, what, like, win streak of 10, around that, which was quite interesting. Right, so Pokemon Communication, that's Lugia, right? So, let me think. That's a fairy type deck in general. And again, this is a deck that, you know, kind of basis is your knowledge about your opponent's decks. So definitely now we're gonna go Zorua, right? So Zorua. There goes Choice Band. DCE. Field Blower stays. I'm gonna go Tapu Lele and Lillie. Right, so I'm gonna leave 2 places on the bench open, just in case, right? Just in case I'm gonna draw something right now, because I'm drawing 5 cards, or in case of next turns, right? Upcoming turns. Okay, so I'm gonna go and discard Mew and grab myself, like discard, put back to the deck, Mew and grab myself, if there is. And it's not, we don't have Meow, so Meow is prized, that's good to know. Of course, IRL, you know, you look at your deck, you browse through your deck as you start. Here it's not always the case. I think that's a good turn. We got Persian next turn, we got Zoroark that can, you know, do something. Ultra Ball and Lillie on top of that. I think I'm okay, right? Because Ultra Ball is gonna go Pal Pad, Field Blower, those are gonna be, yeah, so my hand is gonna be empty. Lillie, of course, I'm going to draw 1 card. That's okay. That's fine with me here. So, let's see what you got. I honestly think that might be... Ooh. And this hurts. And this hurts. Maybe, you know, maybe I was too fast with that. But that's Gardevoir Sylveon. We don't have any good counters to it in this deck. And that's 214, no, 260. Okay, I mean, alright. Switch Power Plant. Ooh, Power Plant's gonna hurt. But we got a Field Blower, right? So we've got an answer to the Power Plant. But definitely the Power Plant is a card that hurts our deck the most. And that's kind of, you know, what I'm scared of in terms of the brand new Alolan Persian that's going to come out in November. Of that. Oh, there we go. The cards like that, you know, are going to hurt us really hard. So, yeah, like Ultra Ball is not going to do it for me yet. So let's trade for with a Pal Pad. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad trade. And we got your boy Guzma and we got a DCE. That's 130. Let's do it. Okay, so this is gonna be a little bit different, but I'm just gonna go start attacking. And playing Ultra Ball is not really worth it, knowing what we have in the deck, so Righteous Beating. Even with, you know, the additional card here, we would not knock him out. You know, we did not play Devoured Field, so the additional 10 damage would not help us at all. But come on! I mean, that is just lucky. Okay. That was... Wow. That was so lucky. So right now we are left with 6 energies in our deck, and 1 is in our hand. Wow, 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 that was lucky. Alright, so we got a nest ball. Let me think. Should I? Okay, let's go with Poipole. So it's Poipole and Lillie. A trade on Ultra Ball. Pokémon Communication, and I'm gonna go for Zoroark. Use trade again, this time on Seel, so we're gonna discard Seel. Because I kind of forgot about, you know, discarding Pokemons, right? So that was not the best play. Alright, nothing here. We got a DCE, Righteous Beating, that's a 130. No, that's 130. It's gonna be a knockout here. I'm just gonna just get rid of my hand. Oh no, he's not gonna get rid of my hand. Haha, because he does not have enough Pokemon, and we've won. So yeah, so he messed up pretty badly on that. That was a lucky one. I'm gonna you know be honest with you. That was a lucky win. And a lucky strategy, because my strategy for the next turn was to grind towards Naganadel-GX, and at some point use that GX attack, right? So let's go, game number 2, game number 2. We're gonna play game number 3. We don't know yet, but we are on a win streak, so let's do it. It's 36 Celsius. My brain is not working properly. I'm okay. Let's go. Evindal is starting, so we're going second this time, and it is not looking pretty, but we've got, okay, so the easiest to retreat is Poipole, but I'm going to start with Meow. I'm just going to play Meow, and that's it. Okay, so that's a Darkrai. We don't have any fighting types. That might be Zoro Ninja, right? Then there he is. And when you start with Darkrai in Zoro Ninja deck, that is bad on so many levels. But this is a version of with Carvana. Okay, so it's the less powerful, less consistent version. Which doesn't mean it's a bad version, right? It just means an IRL situation, you know, or in the mirror match against, like, you know, the version that I've posted on YouTube versus the Carvana one, I know I would pick up a nice victory there. All right, Lillie, and that is quite interesting hand. So let's go Zorua. One more, and let's see what we have in the deck. I'm gonna play Marshadow because he is playing Black Market in his deck, so it's good to play something that will counter it in the future. So if that's done, that's all I can do here. I can't evolve, so like, you should have a huge turn once, right? You know, that's the thing. You either have big turn once with Zoro Ninja, or they are not that great. Of course, here now we're gonna see Sharpedo. We might see Nanu on the Darkrai. That's also a way. I would say we might see Nanu on Sharpedo, because that's also a great idea, right? You know, you play Nanu on Sharpedo, and you have the energy underneath something bigger than Sharpedo. Quite interesting Marshadow. I thought honestly he's gonna go for Sharpedo just to boost that energy, just to be able to maybe attack next or maybe do something. Pokémon Communication, so he basically fixed my hand to certain degree. What we're gonna draw, and we drew Lillie. Alright, so first things first, we don't need Mew right now, but I do need this man. We need Zoroark, and also, you know, we don't really need what is that? It's hard to think. We don't need Muk. We don't need Muk right now as well. Trade. So we're gonna use a nice trade ability here. Okay, Pal Pad, Acerola, another Zorua. Not all that I can do. Next turn we're gonna have a switch with Tate Liza. Poipole. Well, actually, no. This is gonna take me more than one turn. But he is. No, he's not weak. Done. I'm okay. Like, I'm definitely not missing Cynthia from this deck, but again, this is Stefan Ivanov's idea, right? He is the master of that deck. He is the one who created it. He is the one who piloted it. And you can see those are his tags. And sometimes, you know, it's hard to get into someone else's shoes. It's kind of the same thing as, you know, as a lot of people told me, like, why you play this Tate Liza? At least this one Tate Liza. It's not that good. Well, surprise, surprise, you know, it is that good, right? It can work in the right deck, in the right situation, so I'm cool with that. I'm trying to understand his positioning on the board right now. I'm honestly trying to understand that, and I can't. I can't. So get a nice trade. DCE. So that's Guzma, and I'm gonna go for Greninja. Poipole, Righteous Beating. So that's 150. Of course, I could have gone for Carvanha just to slow him down there, but I don't think he has her. Oh, he hit Ultra Ball. Okay, so he's gonna have Carvanha now. And Sharpedo, so that might be a knockout. That honestly might be a knockout if he hits the energy, and I think he hits at least 2. Like, at least 2 is, you know, it's, yeah, that's enough. That is enough to knock me out. Oh boy. Yeah, I should have, it's like that was just my mistake. I should have gone for Carvanha right there. If I'm gonna do Stinger GX, I'm gonna put everything on the line. And you know what? I like it. Let's go. Let's put everything on the line. Let's go with Stinger GX. If he plays Black Market, I have the answer for Black Market. All I need is Zoroark at this point. I don't even need the 5th bench Pokemon. All I need is Zoroark. And we have him. We have them in the deck. It might be Rescue Stretcher, right? So he goes down to 1 prize card. And I'm putting everything on a line. That was super risky move, and it either hits or it does not hit. And it hits, but we don't have energy. But okay, we still can trade. Okay, we can still trade. Oh my goodness. Muk, let's get out of here. And it... and we can call this a GG, unfortunately. GG. So I put everything on the line. Yeah, I think like the moment when I did not, you know, snipe Carvana was turning point, right? And again here, but that was, you know, that was fun game. So there is the Fun Ivanov deck for you guys. You can copy and paste it. I think it's a great deck, especially if if you're playing a best of 3 online. You have to have a huge knowledge of the deck itself and of your opponent's deck. Plus, you can, as you play the deck, I can feel it that this is, you know, someone's tech, that this is someone's, you know, else's idea, and I will never be at the same, you know, level of thinking as the person, because again, I know like my ideas sometimes are completely different than, you know, what people think, and definitely, you know, it varies, right? You know, we all think differently, we all approach the matchups differently, and this feels like his deck, this feels like this person's deck, and really, you know, just playing it and making it happen, it's a little bit harder. But again, any deck can break, right? We saw that in the finals, right? We saw that as Pikarom bricked. So is this a great deck? Yes, it is, definitely. I just, you know, I just made a mistake there. I made a critical error, and you know, that was my mistake. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much for being here today with me, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more decks, more news, more stuff. Also, you know, down there below you have a 5% discount any code you would purchase on Professor Oak, and if you're subscribed, you also, you know, have a guarantee entry for the giveaway, right, that we're gonna do at the beginning of next month. So thank you so much. Raven loves ya. Bye, goodbye, and good night.